Hey, everybody. Happy Saturday to you. I am so thrilled to be with you today and welcome to Book Chat. I am your host, author Vivian E. Moore. Each Saturday, I come to you with new and innovative ideas at 6 o'clock p.m. each Saturday. And I just want to thank you for those of you who are listening into the show live for doing that. I appreciate it so very much. It means the world to me to be able to share these insights with you about writing and being an author and just life in general. It just brings me joy. And I also want to provide ways for you to reach out to me, whether it's on the show, by listening to the show, leaving your comments and things of that nature. And also, if you just are interested in who I am as a person and what I do as a writer, and in my my what's the word I'm looking for? My non-professional life. So my civilian life, I want to give out these URLs to you so you can get a better insight on that. So the first one, of course, is to my Spreaker account, and that URL is https://www.spreaker.com/user/author Vivian E. Moore. You can also reach out to me on Facebook, which is at https://www.facebook.com/Vivian Excuse me. You can also check me out on Pinterest, which is https://www.pinterest.com/Vivian My Twitter handle is God's Property 46. I'm also on Instagram, which is https://Instagram.com/God's Property 51. You can also check out my website, which is on Wix, and that is https://vivianmoore.wix. I'm sorry, my voice keeps going in and out, and I do apologize for that. My allergies are acting up really, really bad. But anyway, that's Wix site. That's wixsite.com/author Vivian Moore. You can also check out my blog. That is at vivianemore.blogsite.com. You can check me out on iTunes and also my author's page on Amazon.com. All right. So now that we have all of that out of the way, let's get to today's show. The title of today's show is Carpe Diem, and the topic is getting the most from your life as a writer. Life, as we know, is filled with actions and activities that sometimes subtract from the quality of our daily existence. Time waits for no man. The progression is swift. The days, months, and years flash by as though on hyperspeed, and as a result, we miss many things along the way. If you're like me, sometimes I have a one-track mind. I eat, sleep, and dream writing. Because of this, sometimes I lose track of other things that are equally important to me, such as family time, catching up with relatives and friends, life in general. All these things are literally passing by while I concentrate on what makes me tick as a person. Now, not that this is necessarily a bad thing, but sometimes we must do as the title suggests, seize not just the day, but every opportunity to get the most from our lives. The pace must slow down to achieve this goal. How do you do this and maintain an active writing routine, you might ask? Well, first, you have to stop and smell the roses, so to speak. Not only smell, but reflect on what makes that rose special. There must be a level of appreciation for the things we use to develop our stories. Listening is another way. It's another great way to get the most from your writing life. Some of my greatest inspirations have come from moments like these. Learning to be an inactive participant gains much more in knowledge than engaging in actual conversation. I people watch. I notice mannerisms. I listen to discussions and the different dialects. I gain a valuable view of how we as individuals communicate and socialize with each other on basic levels. Thus, this allows me to interject the very real and human emotions into the characters that I create. To perfect what you do as a writer, you must interact socially and intellectually from these experiences and find inspiration from them to not be simply good, but great. You see, the world wasn't created in a day, nor are the stories we create. We must participate in life in order to write about it. I am so in love with being a writer that I sometimes treat it like a new love affair. It absorbs me emotionally, physically, and mentally, and I am dedicated and loyal. My fidelity is unquestionable. But because of my faithfulness to the craft, I sometimes forget that there are other important things that also require my attention. I hate distractions and constant interruptions from my daily writing routine. It irks me, just to be honest with you, and I have to admit this. But what I realize is that these disruptions are not designed to keep me away from a project, but it allows me to reflect on something else, to regroup and to redirect my thoughts, to think and analyze so that what I was about to write reflects greater insight on the subject. Yes, I want to seize every moment that I can to do what I do best. At the same time, my relationship with writing should never keep me so deeply absorbed that I'm unable to focus on anything else. With anything, there are always ups and downs involved. Focusing all your attention on one thing detracts from something else. We must maintain a balance between our love of writing and living life. A partnership must exist to keep things equal and achieve the most as a writer. One should never overshadow the other. Instead, should strengthen and create a cohesive bond between the two. I can attest to this because my life as a writer has transformed me from the introverted person I once was to a blossoming exhibitionist on paper. Now you can take from that whatever you want, but it is the truth. I went from being a wallflower to a standout individual that is able now to stand in front of a crowd and speak before an audience, to do this radio show, to write with less inhibitions, to display all my gifts, and just glorify what having this gift means to me, and I'm so appreciative of it. And I hope that what I do is a reflection of, first of all, the gift, and then secondly, my love of what I do with the gift. And remember, we are more than conquerors. The goal is to always seize the moments in writing so that we get the most out of life. Keep writing and exemplifying the gift. Well, folks, that's all I have. I just wanted to bring you these few tidbits of my reflections on what seizing the day means to me. And I hope that you got something from this experience. I hope that these tips will in some way inspire you to become a better writer, to better uh, um, evaluate your time, and to have time to write and have time to live life as well. We should never sacrifice those things that are part of our daily lives, such as our family. We have to make time for them. And the whole reason why I wanted to do this show is because, I've been lax in that, because my writing, it encompasses all of my extra time, every minute. And that's not good, because we need to seize every moment that we can to be great writers, but we also need to seize those opportunities to live a better life, to live a great life as well. And I called my sister. This is a truth moment. I called my sister last week, and it's my older sister, my oldest sister. And I called her during a lunch break one day, and she didn't recognize my voice. And I was like, wow, has it really been that long? And I mean, it's only been a few months, but that's a few months too long. I should, being the younger sister, I should reach out to her more. I should call her more. And I haven't done that. So, I'm guilty, and I admit it. Sentence me to my punishment. I'm ready to take it, because, that's just not right. That's just wrong. So, but, I spoke with her, and I did apologize to her, because, I knew that it was my fault. If she didn't recognize my voice, and she wasn't being funny, she wasn't playing a joke on me, trying to, throw shade, as they say, because I hadn't called her in a while. But it was because she truly didn't recognize the sound of my voice, because it's been that long, in between the last time that I've actually spoken with her. And I think the last time we spent time together, I think it was a train trip that we went on, and that was a few months ago. So I am so embarrassed about that. But I pray that I've been redeemed from my wayward ways. And so, I love my brothers and my sisters. I love my family, my children and my grandchildren. And, I get to interact with them, pretty much on a daily basis, but, and not as much as I should, because I am involved with, with writing and everything that goes along with that. But at the same time, we have to place things in order. We have to put things in their proper perspectives, because, tomorrow is not promised to any of us. And so, we have to live for this day. We have to live for this moment. We have to seize those moments. Carpe Diem. Seize those moments, getting the most out of every single one of them. And so, so I just wanted to express that to you today, because, that is important to me, and I hope that it's important to you. And another thing that is important to me is my relationship with God. And so that's why every single Saturday, you may be tired of hearing me saying it, but I'm going to continue to say it as long as the Lord allows me to, that tomorrow's worship day. And take a family member with you. Take a friend with you. We're having Family and Friends Day at our church tomorrow. And if you're a local listener, and if you know me, then you know the church that I attend. And I invite you to come out and celebrate with us, Family and Friends Day. To me, these occasions are like Sunday dinner with my family. So I invite you to come out, first of all, to listen to the word, listen to the message, and then second of all, you can enjoy some great food, because we have some wonderful cooks at our church. But anyway, it'll be worth your while, if you don't even attend our church, to go to someone else's church and taking those individuals with you so that they can hear the word, because that's important. I just want to share one other reflection, something that happened on, I think it was Thursday. But anyway, I commute to work. And so this was on the commute home, on the last bus ride home. There is a lady that rides pretty much every day. And, we talk with each other and about different things. And like I said, I'm a great listener. And so, we got on the discussion about spirituality and things of that nature. And of course, she is a non-believer. And so, God has instilled in me that, if someone does not know about him, then it is my responsibility to tell them. And so that's what I did. But, and I know some people are not receptive to hearing about Christianity, but it is my responsibility as a Christian to tell them whether they accept it or not. That is a part of my walk. That is a part of my spiritual upbringing, and we have to get it, because we have to do it, because sometimes if they don't hear it from us, if they're non-believers, then they won't hear it from anybody. So I felt as though I did my part by imparting to her what being a Christian means. And, because you have to get it right on this side, because it's too late. Once you close your eyes and you're in the ground and the dirt is thrown over you, it's too late then. So, you have a choice to make. Either you're going to go choose one or the other, heaven or hell, and that's just the truth of it, whether you agree or not. But anyway, I did that. I just don't do it on Saturdays, inviting people to come to church. And, I try to do it every opportunity that I get. I just don't start talking to people, unless the subject, unless we're talking about the subject in general, then, I will approach it. But otherwise, I don't force feed anyone, what I believe, because I don't want someone else force feeding me what they believe. So, fair is fair. But anyway, I just wanted to share that experience with you, and to also tell you that tomorrow is not promised, and that I love you. I hope you love me back. And until you hear the sound of my voice again, God bless you and goodbye.